I feel like whatever affects your sleep is the worst thing in the world.
I love my sleep. And I think you might have been dreaming about like a girl or something. Because like you put your arm around me and then you're like, you think you're small.
Yeah.
But are you small?
Well,
Like if you compare yourself to other people your age, are you really small or are you not?
smaller, maybe.
And you know how dad gets when he's competitive? Like
Yeah.
he sticks his tongue out, he's like... goes in... Where?
But all that.
Oh, it's not broken. I was like, oh, why not? Like, I want it to be broken. You know, like, 'cause when you break your arm, you get street cred.
Yeah. Hello, guys, and welcome back to episode 7. Is
Eight.
that right?
Eight.
8 of season 2.
Season 2, episode 8.
Season 2, episode 8 already.
We're blitzing
That is
through it,
insane.
dude.
1 a week at the moment. It's good.
Yeah.
Where momentum is moving.
Momentum is high. I think we're doing pretty well, bro.
Going pretty well.
I've got positive thoughts for
Me
this
too.
episode, you know?
I'm positive. So, it's been really hot lately, hasn't it?
Oh, dude.
We're bloody... There's no aircon in here, so we're sweating.
Summer in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Up here in Noosa, it's very humid.
Very humid. Not dry. It's just humid.
It feels like you're walking through tidal waves of water.
Yeah.
You know, it just
Just
feels
hot.
so
You're just wet all the
hot.
time.
Yeah.
Not for those reasons, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Stop being weird.
Do you just wake up in the morning and you wake up drenched
Yeah.
in sweat?
After, like, I sleep now, I've got, like, a strap now because I sweat so much. Like, so during the night, I sweat that much that I stay on one side of the bed.
Yeah.
And then after, like, the second half, I, like, wake up and I'm just, like, fully drenched, so I go onto the other side.
It's almost like you're saving the other side
Yeah.
for later on.
For
during
later
the
on.
night, so then it cools you down a bit.
Yeah.
It's like me. It's like I have my favorite pillow, right?
Yeah.
I do not touch my favorite pillow until I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So like I'll be on my phone learning some Spanish or like reading
Yeah.
or just scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, I won't be touching that pillow.
That's what I
at
do
all.
too, actually.
I'll be keeping it cool.
And my
I'll be
blanket's
putting
off
the
too.
breeze on it as well. Like I've got the window outside, putting the breeze on it. I'm using other pillows at that point.
Yeah.
And then when I go to sleep, I make sure to rest my head on the cold side.
Yeah. So
And
then you
yeah,
fall asleep quick.
Fall asleep quick. And then if it runs out, I've still got the other side, you know.
Yeah.
How good is flipping the other
Yeah,
side of the
it's
pillow?
good.
That's so good.
Haven't done that in a while, but
Probably one
I
of the best
should.
feelings in the world.
It is a good feeling. It is a good feeling. So the reason I bring this up is because it was last year, start of last year, we had a surf life-saving carnival, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't want to pay for a hotel because we were just going down for one night, so we slept in a van, right?
Oh, PTSD.
And it was hot.
Right.
So hot.
Hottest night of my life.
It was the longest and,
not
hottest
because
night of
not because we were sleeping together.
Yeah. Well, I hope not. I hope not. Anyways, it was so hot, right? Is there anything worse than sleeping in a hot van? Like, is there really? Or going into a car and it's bloody 200 degrees in there.
Well, I feel like I've said this before because we have brought this topic up before, but there could be a lot worse.
There could be.
You could
So-
be doing a lot.
There could be a
worse
lot
than
worse things. So I made a little list here of stuff that could be worse than that. So number 1 on my list is being called Buddy Champ Sport. Is that worse?
It's not worse.
Do you like it though?
Well, so no, I don't like it, but would you rather be called buddy by someone or have to sleep a whole night in a van sweating it out?
Yeah, I'd rather be called Buddy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's true. Actually.
Like, just put things
Like,
into
that's not that bad.
perspectives here.
It's not that bad. Drinking really hot water when it's
Oh.
on a really hot day.
Yeah, no,
Like
I don't like
you're
that.
you're like, okay, so let's just set the scene here. You were just outside, you just ran, right? You just ran 5 kilometers or something, whatever. Doesn't have to be 5 kilometers, just whatever. You just ran. And you're really thirsty and you get to your water bottle.
I
You
would
get to your water bottle and you get to it and you're like, oh shit, it's really hot.
I don't think I'd even want to drink it.
Is that worse than sleeping in a van at night
No.
when it's really hot?
Still not, because it's one little moment, whereas you're in the van the whole night.
Yeah, but
sweating
you have
it
to
out.
wait till you get home.
Mm. I don't know.
Time.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wouldn't want to drink out of it.
True.
I wouldn't touch it,
Yeah, I
and then I'd
wouldn't
go
either.
home and drink water.
Going to bed and then realizing that your sheets aren't put on yet.
Ooh.
And I'll add up something else. It's a really hot day and they're still really hot.
There's nothing worse than finishing the dryer,
Yeah.
shutting it off, opening up the dryer. Your sheets are hot,
Yeah.
and it's the hottest day outside.
Yeah, I know. But you can reverse that when it's really cold and your sheets are really warm and you put them on. That's the best feeling in the world. But in summer, it's the worst.
Summer, and then you have to put them on as well, like
Yeah.
an exercise.
It
I actually
is.
would consider that as exercise, I reckon.
I consider that being worse than the van.
Like,
Is sleep. I feel like whatever affects your sleep is the worst thing in the world.
mm,
You know?
like I can deal with the hot during the day, but when it comes to sleeping,
It needs to be cold.
it needs to be cool.
I need aircon. I really do.
Like, I don't.
At our old
just
house,
don't like sleeping.
I had aircon on 22 degrees religiously the whole year round.
Yeah. I got that used to it that when we moved into this one, I literally couldn't cope.
Yeah,
I would be rage quitting every night
yeah.
because it'd just be too hot. I'd be sitting up and putting an ice pack
Yeah.
to my back because
Mm.
it was that bloody different to
Mm.
how it was back in our old house.
Mm-hmm. It was. Really was. Can't really read with sunglasses on. Waking up on a really busy day. You're not going back home, right? You have a busy day ahead. And you check your phone and it's on 1% because it didn't charge.
Oh man, yeah, no. That happened to me not so long ago.
Yeah.
And it's just such an annoying feeling. Like you wake up and
You got like
your
20 minutes
batteries
to get
are full.
ready.
Like your batteries are full.
Yeah.
Everything's ready to go. You reach for your phone, and its batteries are dead. I reckon that sets your batteries back a
I
solid
know.
20%.
It's like you wake up and you're like, well, this is a great start to the day. My phone's flat.
You're pretty much missing a limb
Mm.
at that point. Like, I know I sound like I'm addicted to my phone, but if your phone's on 1%, it's like as if you're missing a limb.
Yeah. You still got it, but it's barely hanging on. Because
Yeah.
1%, you've still got it. But it's like on the
It's like
verge.
a shark bit off your arm,
Yeah.
and it's hanging on by a nerve.
Yeah. Literally.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like. And what about when you go plug in your phone, right? And it's that time when your phone charger is broken and you have to put it at like angles and stuff.
Oh, and you have to get the perfect angle.
The perfect
on your
angle
phone.
on your phone.
Yeah. At that point, I just go on and buy a new charger.
I do, but this takes me a couple of days to do that.
Yeah, because you're a bit lazy.
Yeah.
We are a bit.
Well, I can't be.
But-
I don't really want to spend money on a phone charger.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean. Pretty sure that's the last one. No. And okay. Coming home from a really big day, right? Really big day. And then you get home, you're starving. You're so hungry. Walk into the kitchen to see what you're having for dinner. And it's your least favorite food ever.
I reckon I get that every Tuesday or something.
Say you're like fiending for a pizza. Like, you want it. Like, or pasta or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, come on. Please, when I get home, I want this. Please. You get home.
And you get.
And we sound really spoiled right now. We
Beans.
sound really spoiled right now. But, like, seriously, everyone can agree. You get home and it's like beans.
Mm.
And you're like, well, I might as well just be hungry.
I got something else to add on to that.
Well, that was my last thing, so.
You go on after a long day. You come home, and before you can even enter the house, Dad comes out, and he's like, "Go buy some water." Because this is what happened to us. We live in a house where I don't know, the water's like not 100%, so we have to go buy water from the shops. So
Not anymore. We
not
fixed it.
anymore, but we used to. We used to have to go buy water from the shops. So we got home at like 7:30, no, something like 6 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
ready to just like sit down,
Relax.
eat, and then go to sleep. Dad comes out and he's like, "No, you have to go to the shops and you have to get around 10 liters of water.
Keep in mind, we just were in the pool for 2.5 hours. We were dead.
Yeah.
We were training like hard. It was a hard.
What are they? They're like 10-liter
Yeah.
jugs, and you
heavy
have to
as.
get like 10 of them, so
Yeah.
it's like 100 liters, and you have to carry them from the shops into the car. Like I sound like a bitch, but like
After a 2.5 hour
I
session,
just want to eat.
I know. Like,
know?
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right, so this brings me back. Is sleeping in the van the worst thing, or is one of those things we just said?
Nah, sleeping in a van is the worst.
You reckon?
There's a reason why I've only ever done it once. That night was fun though. Not gonna lie. Like we went to the Gold Coast, right? And we road tripped down. We parked the van. Then we went and had some food at Surfers Paradise. And then
It was a fun night, yeah.
Sat in the van. The van wasn't hot at first. Like we
Yeah.
were chilling.
Because the aircon was on.
And then throughout the night, it got progressively hotter.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping on a part of the van where the wheels were pushing, because there was like a wheel
Well,
on top of the floor, so I wasn't laying completely horizontal.
yeah.
I was laying at like a 30-degree angle, and if anyone's ever slept like that, it's the most uncomfortable feeling ever, because you're pretty much, it feels like you're rolling off, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
So I was sleeping like that, plus I was hot. So I woke up at like 5. You were still sleeping, and you slept till like 7 or something.
Yeah.
I remember. And the whole time I was just sweating so much. Like it was just ridiculously hot. During summer as well. Like of all,
It was February. So, like, the hottest time.
the hottest time of the year.
So, you like your sleep, hey?
I love my sleep. I used to not when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to always want to go to sleep late. And then it got to the point where I just started enjoying sleep a lot more.
Yeah.
You know? And then now I just like sleeping. But back then I used to be like, "Oh, Mum, can I stay up a bit later?" And I'd literally do nothing. And I'd go to sleep later, and then I'd end up sleeping in because I was tired.
Exactly. So, you don't like when you get woken up for stupid reasons, right?
No.
So, a couple weeks ago, we went to Brisbane for swimming, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know about this because I'm the one who does it, but apparently I sleepwalk / move and stuff.
Oh, you're gonna bring this up.
I'm gonna bring this
I
up.
wasn't gonna bring this up because I thought it would embarrass you.
No.
But if you're gonna bring it up, I'm gonna
Bring it up. So I don't really know what I do, but apparently I'm really weird because we had to share a bed. Because
Do you want me to describe what happened?
yeah.
Okay, so me and Nolan, we went to
Oh, before
Brisbane
you start, is it
for
still
a
recording? Because
swim
the screen went black.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, so, alright, so me and Nolan went to Brisbane for a swimming meet. Along with the family, but me and Nolan are the relevant parts of the story. And we had to share a bed.
Yeah.
We usually share a bed, but I don't know why.
We usually share a bed
developed
at swim meets.
this new tendency of sleepwalking. Not sleepwalking, but he's like, he wakes up, he doesn't wake up, but like he does things during his sleep, right? He gets productive in his sleep. I don't. I'm more of a twitcher, you know? But he fully wakes up. So,
I don't wake up. I move.
Yeah. One of the nights, Nolan wakes up. I think he wakes up, right? He sits up as if something happened in his sleep, like a nightmare. He sits up that quickly. And like, I'm like, "Nolan, you all right?" And he doesn't reply. Like, he's like staying still. He's like this, right? And then he just starts itching his leg like this. And like you're actually itching like really hard. It's like you've got like a massive mosquito bite on your leg, and you're just like itching away. And then you flop back down, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Like you just stood up, sat up, started itching for like a solid minute, and then you you laid back down, I was petrified. I thought a demon was inside you.
I have no recollection.
That was the scariest shit. Anyways, it gets better. And then, throughout the night, you start doing more of those things. Anyways, I deal with it. Next minute, you wake up. Well, you don't wake up, but you like start moving again.
Yeah.
And you put your arm around me. And I think you might have been dreaming about like a girl or something. Because like you put your arm around me and then you're like... I was like, Nolan, no. But yeah, I think you probably were dreaming about like a girl.
See, if you're a girl out there and you listen to this and you want some of this,
yeah, like
I'm the perfect man.
Nolan will keep doing it while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
He will cuddle you all night long, and he'll also start itching.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like the most of it. But have you woken up before and walked around?
Okay. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, right, and I'm not sure if I'm awake or not. But then I wake up and start getting ready for swimming at like 12 a.m. Because I wake up, right, and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get ready. So then I go toilet and stuff. I go get myself a glass of water. I start preparing like breakfast and stuff.
Yeah.
And I pack my bag and shit. I walk to the garage.
Are you sleeping while you're doing it, or are you just half awake?
I don't know.
You don't know.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, it's a solid 15 minutes of me doing that shit. And then I sit down on the couch and I'm like, wait, why is no one awake? You know. And then
takes you that long.
It takes you like so long, and then I like get back into it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So then I turn off because I turn on the lights and stuff apparently.
Yeah.
And then I like go back to bed and I'm like, oh okay, well it's 12 o'clock.
But this is fairly new, I think.
It's fairly new. I don't know what's up.
And I think it comes with stress.
Am I stressed?
So I'm gonna ask you: are you stressed, Noel?
No.
You remember when you were my psychologist like a few episodes ago?
Yeah.
I'm going to be your psychologist.
Be my psychologist.
And I'm going to make you cry with relief. With the relief that you're going to feel after I'm done with you.
Alright, go on.
Okay. So, how you been feeling? Like, how's life been treating you lately?
It's good. It's been really good, apart from one thing.
One thing? What's wrong with that one thing?
I'm just a pussy
You're
when
a
it comes
pussy.
to women.
Is that what you're stressed about?
I don't know, maybe.
Like, does it stress you, the fact that you can't pull?
A little bit.
Like, do you feel like you're going to be lonely forever? Is that what you're feeling like?
No, I just like... I want to, like, rizz up people. Like, I do.
You want to rizz up people?
No, I don't want to rizz up, but I want to, like, you know what I mean.
You want to talk to women?
Yeah, talk to women.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to it, I'm just such a pussy.
Why do you think you're a pussy?
I don't know.
What makes you think you're a pussy?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
So why?
My self-esteem, maybe.
Why do you call yourself a pussy? Like what actions causes you to call yourself
I don't know. I just like block up and then I don't know what to say, so I end up not saying anything and then it's really awkward. And then sometimes I even try to avoid people.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
So maybe you shouldn't be too hard on yourself, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like my self-esteem is really low when it comes to women. Because, like, you know, it took me a while to grow and stuff, and I've always been small.
Yeah.
And I still, whenever I start talking to people, I'm like, I just belittle myself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh shit. You know, like, I don't know.
You think you're small.
Yeah.
But are you small?
Well,
Like, if you compare yourself to other people your age, are you really small? Or are you not?
smaller, maybe. A little bit.
No, but if you were to compare yourself to the average person your age.
No.
No. So you're just looking at people that are taller than you
Yeah.
or more muscular than you, and you think, right, this is what everyone looks like. Because if you look at yourself compared to the rest of everyone, you're really doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know? You got to look at the average, not at the best.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Always got to compare
think of
yourself to yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Compare yourself to how you were a year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Look back.
Tiny boy.
Tiny little boy.
Yeah.
I remember if you even look back at this podcast, the first episode, you probably looked very young compared to now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I do agree. So this brings me to my little rant segment.
So you're going to rant now?
I'm going to rant about this.
Okay.
Maybe hopefully this will get stuff out, and then I'll become a more
Well,
confident.
we went
boy.
into a going deeper segment
Yeah.
without even realizing.
Going deeper segment's good.
Mm.
So, I want to introduce a new segment that I want to keep doing once a week because I feel like it's
a
good.
weekly rant.
It's a weekly rant segment. It's called Rant Time.
Mm.
And I feel like we should introduce like a... You know how like sometimes there's like... Introducing Rant Time. You know, like a... Before every... Like, you know what I mean? Like a little song or something.
Little skit.
Yeah, little... I don't know. Little
sound
effect, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I feel like we should add that on.
Okay, so
Somehow.
who's talking and who's doing the sound effect?
I don't know.
I'll do the sound effect.
Okay. Introducing the Making Waves Rant Time. Okay, so I want to rant about me being a pussy when it comes to women, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your rant?
It's my rant.
I thought you already had the rant.
No.
But was that
No,
just
no,
you
it's-
coming out?
It's coming out of my
Yeah.
shell.
Yeah.
All right.
You were warming up.
So, I don't understand, right? When I'm with the homies, I'm confident. I talk, right? I say whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah. You talk
Whatever,
shit.
I talk shit. I know exactly what to say. But then, when it comes to talking to women, whether I'm interested in them or not, right? Whether they're just a lot older than me or younger or whatever, I just block up.
So you can't talk
I
to
just
women.
can't talk to women. I don't get it. I don't understand. Well, once I get to know them, maybe a little bit, I can a little bit better. But at the very start, when I don't know them or I know them only a little bit, I just freeze. I don't freeze. I just don't know what to say and I become awkward as fuck and I try not to make eye contact with them. Like, I'm in my head. I'm in my head.
You're in your head.
Yeah.
So you're not ranting about other people. You're ranting about yourself.
I'm ranting about myself.
Yeah.
I gotta stop being a pussy.
Okay.
Yeah? I always tell myself that, but actually I gotta stop being a pussy. I always say I gotta stop being a pussy, but I gotta stop.
So what are you gonna do to stop being a pussy then?
I gotta start talking to them.
Okay. Well, what's your first?
So how do I do that?
What's your first plan of action then?
Do I start talking to them like in a friendly way, like when I'm not interested in them, and I'm just like, you know, like talking to them and then getting not in the
You know what we should
interested
do?
type of way. What?
We should go not out, but we should go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be at like midnight when everyone goes out, you know, but it can be like at 8, right?
Yeah.
You can go somewhere like Brisbane or like Maroochydore or whatever, right?
And we do like a boot camp.
And our goal is to talk to women.
Yeah.
So we go to like a bar or we go to like a social gathering area, you know? I don't know where, but like it would have to be somewhere social, you know,
Yeah, it
where
would
you
have
can
to,
meet new
yeah.
people. And we got to get you and me, you know, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
We got to get us to dare each other to say things, and we got to do it, you know. But it
Yeah.
has to be respectful, you know.
Respectful.
We can't be
we can't be disrespectful.
weird and stuff like
Disrespectful. That's
that. It's got to be respectful, and we got to talk, you know. I reckon that will help a lot.
Yeah, it would. I reckon it would.
Yeah.
So we've got to set up a date. Well, not a date, but like, you know, like a date in the calendar.
Yeah, yeah.
And we do it.
Wait, you want to go on a date?
No.
Is that what you just said?
No, mate.
Come on, mate.
No. All right, so let's just move on from this because we've talked about it enough.
Yeah.
People might be getting sick of it. So, lately, I've been playing FIFA 2021, maybe. I'm pretty sure.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Right, and I've started I'm a manager now at Colchester United. So those Colchester fans, I'm there with you. I'm the manager, all right? Bringing you to Premier League, Champions League glory, all right? So right now I'm in EFL 2,
You're in what?
European EFL 2, pretty sure.
EFL 2?
Yeah, EFL 2. Anyways, I just want to talk about how annoying the players are. Not just at Colchester, just whenever you're a manager. Like, you don't put them on for one game. and they start annoying you about how they're not sure how their future's going to be at the club if they're not on every game and stuff. And I'm like, bro, relax. I've got 40 other players to manage right now and put on a game. Like, I can't be putting you on every game.
Yeah. But you got to look at what their role is, because some of them have like
important.
crucial.
But they're all crucial for some reason, or important at my club.
It's because you signed their contract saying they were going to be a crucial player.
No, they were already signed.
Oh.
I bought a few players. I bought juniors.
Yeah.
With like rotation. For like rotation or like just a filler sometimes. You know. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes it annoys me because they're always like, come on, man, just let me play.
They all want to start.
They all want to be start.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they're subbed in like 60 minutes. They just want to be in the starting one.
Oh, they don't care about getting subbed in?
No. They just want to be at the start. They just want a bunch of pussies. Like, bro, you're in Colchester United. Maybe once we start getting up higher, bro, if you stick around with us, you know, maybe I'll put you on, buddy. But, you know.
You're literally getting mad at players in a virtual game.
Yeah, I don't care. It actually pisses me off.
Maybe you should just sell them.
Nah, I like them. They're good.
Yeah.
Like, the best ones actually don't complain. I take them off a game.
It's always the ones that are like...
It's always the shit ones.
In the top 80%.
It's the shit ones, always.
Is it the shit ones?
It's the shit ones. It's like the worst ones in the team.
But
They're like,
I thought you were keeping
so
them
most of my right, they're usually like juniors who have like rotation roles for some reason. They're always so annoying.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just a bug. I don't know. Anyways, I put like my main squad on for most games. Apart from like when it's a team at the bottom of the ladder, you know, I just put like the shitty ones. Anyways, when it's a good game, right? It's usually always before a good game. So I have one who's like 67 rated, who's my best one so far. He went from like 55 when I first got him to like 67. And then there's some other kid who's like 50 rated. And he's on rotation. And before like almost every game, he messages me on, you know, that message string.
Yeah.
And he's like, put me on instead of him. I'm going to do such a better job. I put him on. And he literally doesn't score one goal. He's a striker. Like, and like, it just frustrates me.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
You know, I've got something else to rant about, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not a rant, but like something to discuss.
What?
New Year's Eve.
It's so overrated. It's so shit. Like, what do you celebrate? Like, yes, you're celebrating the year, but like, you can celebrate.
I want to put in some context first. Right? We live in Noosa.
Yeah.
And Noosa's like a really big New Year's Eve town where like
Streets
everyone comes
rowdy.
to Noosa
For Hastings, at Hastings Street at Noosa Main Beach.
Noosa Main Beach. We were on patrol.
Yeah.
Noosa. We were on patrol in Noosa during New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that showed up on New Year's Eve at like 6, just when we were about to leave to party, it looked like it was going to be a cesspool of teenagers.
Yeah.
Brisbane boy teenagers.
Yeah.
Girls that go to like private girls' schools or whatever. Just like, go home.
Mm.
No offense, but go home.
Yeah, true.
Like, go back to Brisbane. I'm sorry. Or go to Sydney. Because New Year's Eve, I don't know about you, but I don't want to go into a New Year's being all drunk and effed up and not knowing what I'm doing, you know.
Mm.
I want to go into a New Year's having had a great night's sleep, my beauty sleep, wake up, feeling rejuvenated, ready for a swim. You know, that's how I want to feel.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other kids. They probably want to feel... They probably want to wake up on the first day of the year in their own vomit.
Yeah.
That's how they want to wake up.
They want to wake up like that. And that's
I don't understand
a great way to start the year, isn't it, Killian?
It's such a shit way to start the year. You're basically saying to yourself, right, this is how the rest of the year is going to go.
Yeah.
Because that's how I started it.
Exactly. So take me through, right, your perfect New Year's Day. Actually,
Well-
no, wait, hold on. I'm going to take you through what I think your perfect New Year's Day is going to be, and you're going to take me through what you think my perfect New Year's Day is
Okay.
going to be. Right, so I'm going to tell you. So, right, you wake up, right? You want to wake up at around...
So you're talking about me?
Yeah, you. So you want to wake up at around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., you know?
Yeah.
A little sleeping.
Yeah.
You went to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, around then. You want to wake up at 6, 7. You want to go for a morning swim. You don't want it to be too hard, you know? Maybe a little hard, you know? Start off your week. You want to have a good session on Monday morning. Because, you know, you want to have a good session. And then you want to go home. And, you know, you're going to have a good breakfast. And then you might go out with the boys, you know, for a while. You're going to go, I don't know, you're going to... Wait, can I restart?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to wake up, right?
Don't be too specific.
You're
Just
going to
say
go
some
for a swim.
Things.
You're going to go for a swim.
Yeah.
After that, you're going to go out to breakfast with the squad. Right? And then after that, you're going to come home. Work on the pod for a bit. And then hop on Fort. Or video game, right? After that, you're going to hop off. We don't have training in the afternoon. And you're going to go down to the beach for a little swim. Because there's no training in the pool. You'll go down to the beach for a little swim. Nothing major, like 4K, 3K in the ocean. You plan this with the boys. Then you go home. You get home and there's pizza. And you get to watch Fast and Furious. Number 2. So Tokyo Drift.
Number 3. Then.
Number 3, sorry. Tokyo Drift. And then you go to bed nice and early.
It's a good one. I'll tell you what yours is.
Yeah, go on.
You missed a vital part in mine, but I'll let you know afterwards.
Wait, no, hold on, can I guess?
No, we'll go.
Wait, what does that have to do with?
Nah, I'm not
Okay.
telling you. Alright, so I'm going to go do yours.
Oh, you're going to buy a jersey.
No. Okay, so this is your New Year's Day. Your perfect New Year's
Yeah.
Day. Right, you wake up 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go to training 7. You have a really good training session. It's actually a hard training session, but you swim really well.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. Coach gives you the afternoon off because the pool is actually shut and
Yeah.
it shuts at 2.
Mm.
So you get the afternoon off. You go home and then you make yourself breakfast, but Neela makes breakfast
Oh, yeah.
and she makes you French toast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to cook breakfast. And then you let her do the dishes.
Yep. Yeah.
And you hop on FIFA
Yeah.
for a bit. You play a bit of FIFA. Colchester plays well. You don't have any of those really shit players who always ask to get
Yeah.
subbed on. And then the boys call and they're like, oh, let's play a few games of Fortnite. So you play Fortnite with the boys until around midday.
Yeah.
Midday, you go and you actually make lunch because you're a good brother.
Yeah.
And to buy some brownie points for mum, you know.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that she doesn't get too angry about
Yeah.
all the excessive gaming that you did
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And then, after that, you go and the boys want to go for a swim,
Yeah.
right? You go for a little ocean swim with the boys. And after that, we all go to dinner. We all go to Grilled, have some burgers or Betty's or whatever.
Yeah.
Have some burgers. And right then and there, you run into the baddest chick
Yeah.
ever.
Oh,
And
that's what I missed out on.
And she's into you.
She's into me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she is.
She asks for your number, and
Yeah.
you're like, damn,
I'll do one better.
damn. I'll
give
do
you my
one
Snapchat.
better. I'll give you my...
Oh, no. Your number's better?
Give him the number.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't give him the Snapchat. Give him the number. And then you stay up until 10 talking to that chick. Like, just, you know, it's just going back and forth. You know, you organize a date. You go to bed. You sleep, and you have the best sleep ever.
Oh, yeah. That
What do you
sounds like
reckon?
a good day.
That sounds like a good
Damn,
day.
is that what I missed out on with you?
Yeah.
Damn, I apologize.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like a good day, hopefully.
That's a good New Year's Day.
I do agree. So, this takes us
So much
to...
better than waking up
It
in your own
does.
vomit.
It does. So much better.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do when you wake up in your vomit? You go home and have a shower and then have the Sunday scaries?
But I don't understand, like, right, even if you were to go out on New Year's Eve and you were to get a New Year's kiss, right? The only reason why you got that New Year's kiss is because the person next to you, that chick, was really
Drunk
drunk and wanted
and
a New
lonely.
Year's kiss.
Yeah.
Not because of you. You just happened to be next to her.
Yeah.
Or you happened to put yourself next to her strategically at midnight so that would happen.
Maybe I should do that next year.
I'm just talking shit about it now, so,
Yeah.
But,
Anyways.
it's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pointless.
But if you want to do that, you can do that.
You can do that if you want.
You can be a low life.
We don't
I
judge.
don't give a shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyways, podcast progress.
Well, tell us about your calculations.
Well, according to my calculations, at this rate, we're
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, we hope that doesn't happen.
No. Disclaimer. You did essential maths and you dropped out in grade
Yeah.
10. But, that
We're up to
doesn't
250 followers, right? And we did that in about 6 months. And we've done about 20 episodes, right?
We've done more. We've
20.
done, for the sake
20
of the
episodes,
argument,
20
say
episodes.
20. Yeah.
So, roughly, for 150 episodes, we got to do this 7 more times, 7.5 more times to get to 150, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So if you do that so you go 150. No, I don't know how I did it this morning.
Just don't say
roughly,
the calculations.
anyways,
Just
if
tell
we
us.
grow at the rate we're growing right now, we should be up to 1,800 and something followers by 150 episodes. But I really hope not. I hope we have a lot more.
Yeah.
By 150 episodes, I hope we have at least 100k.
I hope we have a million.
I hope we have a million by 150.
150.
That's a lot.
150
Yeah.
episodes. We're not even
Yeah.
1/7 of the way
Yeah,
there.
exactly. That's true, actually.
That's
So,
insane.
according to my calculations, minimum we should be up to 1,800, but I hope we're at 1.8 million.
Yeah.
Imagine 1.8 million people listening. Right now we have about 20.
But we've been making a lot of progress.
We're making a lot of progress.
Like, we've been posting consistently every day.
Yeah.
Since we started, but now we've been doing it consistently every
Because
day.
we stepped up our game.
We've stepped up our
You're good
game.
at reels too. You're good at posting them on
And
Instagram.
I'm
You're doing
posting
something
them
well.
every hour, good.
Every hour.
No, same hour every
Yeah.
day, sorry. And we've been getting really good engagement with
Yeah.
that. We've been getting really good likes, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And views are going up.
We've been planning episodes.
Yeah.
They've been going a lot smoother. Like, we haven't had anything not to talk about, and we have stuff left to go, but I reckon I'm going to leave it for the next episode.
Okay.
Because this is long, I feel like. Anyways, it's gone well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I reckon you should talk about it. Bring
You
it up.
reckon?
Yeah. Might as well.
Okay, well, I forgot about it, but okay, yes. So, back in the day, when we used to live in New South Wales,
Yeah.
we went for a big camping trip with our grandparents, not fully around Australia, but around, like, places.
Yeah.
And we went to South Australia. We went in the whoop whoop of South Australia,
The whoop whoop.
and we went to for a
That's when
picnic
we
somewhere.
broke your arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, we went for a picnic somewhere, right?
I remember that.
Middle of nowhere, like 5-6 hours away from anywhere. We went to a little town. It had a playground. We went there. We were starving because we hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, and it was like 2-3 o'clock. And so we get there. I literally get onto the playground, and I'm like, "Grandpa, look at this!" I get on the monkey bar. 1, 2, 3. Oh, splat down on the ground. Arm snapped, broken. Food wasn't even on the table yet. They haven't even started to do anything. Luckily, there was a little medical center, like not too far away, like maybe 20 minutes away. We go there and they're like, "Look, we can't do anything about your broken arm. You're gonna have to go to the Adelaide hospital, which is 6 hours away. You're not allowed to eat anything. Only water." And
Wait, why? Why is that?
I don't know, because they had to operate it. Apparently, you're not allowed to eat before surgery.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I wasn't allowed to eat. And
You want to know what I was doing while you broke your arm?
You were eating.
No, I wasn't. I literally wasn't. I was hunting ducks in the river.
Yeah, you were hunting ducks.
So instead of doing what you were doing, which was silly, going on the monkey bars,
Yeah.
I had a spear in hand and I was trying to kill ducks
Yeah.
on the side of the river.
Exactly.
I didn't actually kill any, but
You were trying.
I'm blaming it on you because
Yeah.
we have to go early.
So anyways, we pack up. We have to leave. It's like 4 o'clock now because we went to the hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
Takes 6 hours to get to Adelaide. A long time.
Well, you went without us.
You went without you. So I went with Mum and Dad. And we went there. And they were eating in the car because they were hungry. Right in front of me. Because, they had to eat. They can't just not eat.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, oh, and I'm hungry. My arm hurts. Ow. This is the lowest of the low. Anyways. We get to the hospital at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock p.m. And then, at this point, my arm is still snapped in half. Like, it's still broken.
Yeah.
So I'm in pain for like 6 hours. I'm hungry. As you can imagine, I'm not exactly the happiest camper right now,
How old were you?
Like, maybe 10.
Yeah.
So I was a trooper,
You were a trooper.
I was a trooper.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we get there, and I have to wait for another, like, hour. And then I get into this room, and I have to wait for another hour until my surgery's, like, God knows what time. And, yeah, that's the story. I had to wait so long with a broken arm.
So pretty much you're asking, what's your story with a broken arm?
Yeah, what's your story of a broken arm?
What's your story?
I feel like mine's the worst one ever.
Oh, there's probably worse.
Yeah, probably.
I reckon there's probably
I'm just
like
glad none of my bones
some
stuck out
African
and
mum
stuff,
who fell over, broke her arm, and had to take care of like 60 kids.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
No.
My arm was broken.
Do you want to know how I almost broke my arm?
Yep.
I actually never broke my arm, but I did. What's the word where it's like you didn't break
Fracture?
it? No, not even
Sprain?
a fracture. A sprain. There you go. I sprained my wrist. So we were playing. It was back when we lived in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Actually, we were playing this thing, right, where you stand on a really narrow beam
Mm-hmm.
and you have to balance.
Yeah.
And it's you versus another guy, and you've got these pillows, one on this end, one on that end, and it's a massive pole, right?
Yep.
And you have to hit the other person with the pillows.
Oh, and
Right.
Dad was playing with you.
And my dad was playing with me. And you know how Dad gets when he's competitive? Like,
Yeah.
he sticks his tongue out, he's like...
Well, not like that.
Yeah, but, like, he gets competitive as fuck. Yeah, well, yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's just so competitive. He wanted to beat his son so much. I was literally, like, 8, right? So he could beat me so easily. Anyways, he goes in for the sucker punch, right? He goes in and he's like, wham!
Not not with his fist.
Well, no, but, like, wham! Pow!
Yeah.
Like, with the
Foam
the
thing.
foam thing, right? He hits me so hard. Well, not so hard, man.
This sounds so bad.
He hits me to the point.
It sounds so
where
bad.
I like fling off the balance beam and I land on the other side.
Yeah.
And I sprain my wrist
Yeah.
on and it was like all cushions. So I don't know how I did it, but I managed to sprain my wrist, and literally there was like a little tent because it was like a fair, right?
Yeah.
So we're at that fair and there was like a little tent, and we went in, and the doctor in there was like looking at my wrist and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's not broken. I was like, oh, why not? Like, I want it to be broken. Like, because when you break your arm, you get street cred from everyone else.
You get people to
everyone
sign
else
your
gets to
cast.
sign your wrist.
That's the
your
coolest thing ever when you're a kid, I was so cool when I had my
Did you
broken arm.
keep your cast?
No, because it was one of these ones. I had like the one where your arm was like this.
Yeah.
Not like the one here. I was so jealous.
I was always so jealous of the ones who broke their arm and got signatures for everyone.
Well, I got signatures.
Even your crush.
Yeah.
You
When you crush.
crush sign.
When you crush your love heart on your cast.
Oh, dude.
I had that. I had that.
You had that.
I had the love heart.
So you had Riz back then.
I had Riz.
Yeah, so I would melt for that. Like a little love heart.
I had my red cast,
Get
which
better
went up to here.
soon.
Get better soon, love heart.
Oh, and then they sign their name.
Yeah.
And it'd be
Bro, I was
almost
living.
as good
I was like, damn,
back in the day.
this was worth the 6 hours in the car.
Oh yeah. No, you'd hold it like a badge, you know.
Bro, I went up to my
Who
friend
signed
after
my
it and I was
cast?
like, look at that, mate.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, this is Riz. Like, when I'm 18, I'm going to be married. Little did little Nolan know.
Little did little Nolan know. Yeah. Like no, I thought. To be honest though, like I always don't want to jinx myself. But I always wanted to break my arm when I was younger. Not now.
Not now.
Now it'd be an inconvenience, but when I
Yeah.
was younger, I was like,
Come on.
I don't want to like touch wood. Where's wood? Like touch wood here.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to break it now. But like when I was younger, I always like had this, not a dream, but like I kind of like wanted to experience what it was like. Neela broke her arm skateboarding. You broke your arm
Yeah,
on
but
monkey
don't say it
bars.
now. Like, this is jinxing it.
Oh, yeah, it's jinxing it now. But yeah, I don't want
To be fair, though, I was a little bit jealous because at the same time, some other guy broke his arm.
Yeah.
And he got one of these casts that only went up to here.
Yeah, those ones are cool.
Those are one of the cool ones. Like, the cool ones that only go up to, like, here. And I was like, come on, why do I have to have my arm bent like this? And it goes up to my bloody shoulder. Like, it's not cool.
Yeah.
I want to have one of these ones.
Yeah. No, because these ones are kind of gay.
Yeah, no,
Like, they're pretty, like these ones, like, you can still do stuff. Like,
you can still swim.
You can run, you can swim, like, you can do all that shit. With these ones, you're literally, your arm's bent like this. It looks like you've been...
It looks like your hand is permanently stuck wanking.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. It's just...
Stupid.
Stupid.
So I was so jealous. I was like, why does little Jeremy have this? Why didn't Jeremy break his apart?
What is that his name, Jeremy?
I don't know.
Oh, you can't
I
remember.
forgot.
Yeah.
Well,
I had
that's
this
all
kid in my
planned.
grade called Jeremy. I always thought Jeremy was a weird name.
Yeah. Jeremy is a weird name.
Jeremy is a weird name.
It's a really weird name.
It's like... Because it's pretty close to Jeremiah, and for me, Jeremiah sounds weird.
Jeremiah's a weird name too, yeah.
Like, imagine naming your kid Jeremy.
I know.
No offense, and if you're a Jeremy and you're following us, you're excused because you're following the Making Waves podcast. But Jeremy who don't follow us, like, that's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. If you're Jeremy and you follow us, you're a cool guy.
Yeah.
Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. So on TikTok, I saw there was like someone asked this question. So theoretically, right, you have a mum. You don't, not theoretically, but you have a mum, right?
Yeah.
You have a wife, and you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you could only save one, right? The other two die. Who would you save?
My daughter.
That's what I would say. That's what I would say too, because, like, right, you only have when you only have a mum, you'd save your mum, right?
Yeah.
And then when you had a wife, you'd save your wife.
No, I'd say my mum.
You'd save your mum first.
Yeah.
Before your wife.
Yeah.
Okay. So your wife goes last either way.
Not because she's less important, but because my mum's the one who raised me.
Yeah, true.
She
Mum's the one who
deserves-
raised you. Yeah, she does deserve
But the
that.
thing is, like, when you get to the point where you have a daughter with your wife,
When you have a daughter, right?
you
have
owe
a
your
duty
daughter
of
your
care.
life. Like, it's
You
your
have a
duty of care to look
like,
after.
yeah. Well, by the time you've had a kid, theoretically, your mum should be older. Like, she's lived her life. Not fully, but
Well, it's like, your kid's got her whole life ahead of her, whereas your mum
yeah,
has lived most of her life.
most of her life.
Which is mean to say.
But you've got a duty of care for your child. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just...
Yeah.
Like,
If I had kids,
if I had to
it'd be my
choose-
kids 100%.
if I had to choose between me or my kids, I'd choose my kids to survive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so generous of you.
Yeah, I know. Well, you would too,
But yeah.
I'd hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd hope.
Yeah. Anyone would, I'd hope. Unless you're a selfish bastard.
Mm.
So, I'm glad we're on the same page, mate.
Yeah. What
If you're
did you think?
listening, women-
Did you think there was going to be a huge argument about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who did you think I was going to say first?
I thought you were going to say wife.
See, for me, wife is third.
Yeah.
Not because I like her
Me too.
less, but because...
Because there's plenty of fish in the sea.
No, that's not what I mean.
No, because, well, to be fair, like, your mum has raised you. You've known her for a lot
It'd
longer.
be selfish of me
She's
to
your
choose
mum.
my wife
Yeah.
over my mum
Yeah.
or my kid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying too. I agree with that.
It would be selfish.
It's quite sad. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't want... I can't...
Right, well, that's the end of the podcast,
Yeah.
guys.